Hello, my friend, and welcome back. Today, I want to talk about the fact that the divine doesn't have to doesn't have to answer us, and doesn't have to respond to us at all. Just like we have free will that requires energetic consent for our guides to kind of intervene into our lives, our guides and the angels don't have to do anything. And I don't mean that in a mean way, and they're not looking at it like we don't have to do it or we don't want to help you. It's just that we need to be coming from a place of gratitude and, connection and love when we are communicating with the divine and with our guides and the angels, because they are not there just to be on demand for us. They are there for us all the time, and they want us to ask for their help. But if you ever feel yourself slipping into the notion of oh my goodness, what's the word? Not expectation, entitlement. Like you are entitled to their help or you are entitled to their messages. That is really not the vibration and the energy that you want to be putting out and communicating with them. And it's not that when we are like that, that the divine is like turning away from us or, being like, I'm not going to help you because you're being like a little brat. It is more of just, they look at it more like endearing, because when you are feeling entitled, you are very much caught up in your egoic mind, and the divine kind of just looks upon us in an endearing way, still in a loving, unconditional love. There is nothing that we could do that could shatter that unconditional love that the divine has for us. But, say if you're getting caught up in your entitlement and you're like, where's my answers? I asked you this. I asked you to help me do this. The divine kind of just laughs at us the way that, you would laugh at a child throwing a temper tantrum. Maybe it's not funny and maybe you're not laughing at them, but, just kind of that endearing way, that way of, when a child is throwing a temper tantrum because you didn't let them have another cookie and they want a cookie and they're going to throw themselves on the floor because you didn't give them that cookie, the parent or the adult a lot of times can kind of laugh and chuckle because the parent can see the bigger picture. The parent can see, like, yes, if I give you another cookie when I go to feed you your chicken and rice for dinner, you're not gonna eat it because you're not gonna be hungry because your little tummy's gonna be all full on cookies, or your little tummy's gonna be upset because you ate too many cookies. And in your childlike mind, you cannot see that. But as the adult, as the parent, it is my job to see a little bit further than your immediate desire for that cookie. And that is the exact same kind of analogy that the divine has for us when we are kind of demanding things from it. And that's why it is always best to ask and then to be open to receive, but understand that everything happens for a reason, and understand that you only have that childlike zoned in perspective. You don't have that parent full picture aerial view of what is going on. So sometimes when you ask for something and you're not getting it, or you're asking, for a sign or whatever it is, and you're not getting it, don't feel like the divine has turned its back on you, or, and definitely don't put out that entitled vibration, because that is not the vibration that you want to be coming back to you. Because remember, on a very, very grand scale, there is only one energy that created all of the angels, all of the fairies, all of the spirits, all of the star seeds, all of the Pleiadians. We are all one, including that. So when we say we are all one, we are not just talking about humanity or Mother Earth. We're talking about, zoom out, whatever may exist, whatever sliced and diced things may exist in this spiritual realm, we are still all one with them. So when you are getting angry or frustrated or feeling entitled with the divine because you feel like the divine is not answering you and you want these answers, keep in mind that you are the divine, okay? So, and that's why things work on a vibrational level. That's why a sad person that is trying to attract something happy, it doesn't mean that the divine is not listening or not answering them. It's more that they themselves are putting out a vibration that is not congruent with what they want to attract, with the answers that they want or the situations that they want. So always keep that in mind, because when you want to get frustrated or you want to get angry or you want to get sad, remember those are vibrations that you are putting out, and ask yourself, is that vibration in alignment with what I am asking for? And if the answer is no, then you need to work on putting out the vibration that is in alignment with what you want. So keep that in mind as you are starting to communicate with the divine. And I love this reminder because I haven't been getting frustrated or anything, but sometimes it does feel like I'm being reminded that, you know, the divine's not exactly on call for us, and they're not coming, they don't have, the divine doesn't have ego, so it's not coming from a you're gonna wait for me kind of perspective. It's more coming out from what kind of vibration are you putting out. You know, the angels can only do so much, the spirit realm can only do so much, because we are here in this 3D reality, and part of our awakening is to learn the game of this reality. Yes, we talked about yesterday that we need to be thinking and functioning from above this 3D reality. However, learning the rules of this reality, of this human experience, is what is going to help us move forward. Because remember that we are the quarterbacks, okay? The divine is, you know, the defensive line or offensive line, whatever. Our support team, the coaches, everything. But we are the quarterbacks. We are the ones that are here in the thick of it with the ball in our hands, having to make those split decisions of where to throw that ball or to run it ourselves, whatever. So keep that in mind as you are starting to communicate with them. And I'm going to keep this video a little bit short. That was just kind of like the message that I really felt strongly that needed to come through today, is that the divine is not at our beck and call, and we are co-creators with the divine. It is a team effort. It is not a dictatorship on either side. We are not the dictators, and the divine is also not the dictators. We are co-creators of this reality, of this life. So we need to understand that, and understand that we can't just be demanding things and wanting things on the spot, because, you know, when you're demanding something, what is that vibration? That's a resistance vibration. That is a now. I want this now because I don't have this now. So I want it now. That is the vibration of demanding. And that is not the vibration of ease and grace and being in the flow and letting things come to you, because you already have everything that you could possibly want or need on a deep level, on a vibrational level, on a dimensional level. We have everything we could possibly want. So why are we putting out the vibration of not having it by demanding things, by feeling entitled to things? When you feel entitled to something, I deserve to have this. I should have this. Give me this. When you're saying that, you're saying, I don't have this, get it to me, because I deserve it. And believe me, it is a balance. We do deserve everything we could want and need, but also keep in mind that we are here to learn, to grow, and to evolve. So your human self might want something and be like, well, I deserve this, but your spiritual self says, above this human desire, you deserve to have this evolution. You deserve to have this lesson. You deserve to have this learning, this growing, because it is only your human self that is saying, I want this. But yes, keep in mind that yes, you are whole and complete. You are whole, perfect, and complete just as you are, and you deserve to have an amazing life that you love to live every single day. However, we need to really reflect upon what exactly that is and what exactly that means, and stop holding attachment to physical things in this world. Well, I am a divine spiritual being, so I deserve to be a multi-billionaire. Okay, it's not that you don't deserve that. It is that what you came here to do? Is that the lesson that you came here to have? Is that the spiritual experience that you came here to have? Maybe, maybe not. So don't get too caught up in physical things. Non-attachment is the secret to no suffrage. And remember that a lot of those desires come from your egoic mind. So start paying attention to your soul's desires and not your mind's desires. So that is our message for today. I want to thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Anne, and I hope to see you tomorrow. But it's Friday, so I probably won't make a video until Monday. So I hope to see you Monday.